Because they have a constant stream of monetary gain, they don't feel that they have to develop. I try to always analyze the past, to compare it with what's happening now and what I have to do to go to the next level. And if you're like me doing that, you will notice that people in your vicinity, in your surroundings, both standing very near to you and those who you have observed growing up, have changed their perceptions of life and what makes them happy. As people grow older, they become almost chronically melancholic, experiencing instances of depression coming in and out from their lives. And a huge part of it, of course, because they don't feel that they're living the life they want to live. That every new day seems like a copy-paste of the previous one. Very mediocre experiences, mundane problems, and they're gliding through life on a cruising speed. And you, observing this in your loved ones, must be feeling down because you wish for them all the best experiences. Sitting and analyzing this phenomenon, I couldn't get past through one major factor that I think contributes to that melancholy, to that state of mind. It's because they stagnate in their own personal development. All the way through childhood, adolescence, all new experiences that you have impacted you majorly. Because as a youngster, everything was new for you and everything contributed to some kind of a growth, wisdom. But as you grow older, you enter adulthood, you take on a job, you start paying your bills, you assume responsibility over your life and maybe somebody else's. Your childhood-like curiosity becomes killed off. There's no more time for dragging on some new experiments or adventures. You have to make money, and the little energy that you have left, you prefer to spend on some entertainment. So realistically speaking, people stop developing as they become adults. And when that sparkle, that zest for life disappears, it's like your soul leaves your body. This is why you have to sharpen your axe till the day you die.
Meet Michael. He just turned 25. He will soon have his first child with his wife, and he desperately needs money to support his family and his newborn child. His father and grandfather both had history with woodworking, and since he was tall and strong, he asked for a job in a timber merchant. The pay was really good, and so were the work conditions. For that reason, Michael was determined to do his best. He had to. His family counted on him. It was early Monday morning. The boss gave him an axe and showed him the area where he was supposed to work. The first day, Michael brought 18 trees. The boss was very happy.
Also, I would like to chime in that this is very much a consequence of desperation, that you take on something by compromising your integrity. All the steps you take in life has to come from a place of love, self-love. It's not a matter of being cute and warm, it's a matter of being authentic towards yourself, what you desire in life and going after that. You want to become an artist, you want to pursue that, but instead you become a postal worker, and from that point on, your bitterness grows stronger within you. You try to envision one thing, but the reality shows another side. Not to sound cliche, everything is possible as long as you put the work in. And life isn't about getting things just by the snap of the fingers. It's about becoming a person that is deserving of that said wish. The end point of the destination is the bonus that you get upon traveling the distance. When you have traveled the distance, you have transformed yourself into becoming somebody else.
Congratulated Michael and encouraged him to keep up the good work. Michael then proudly put his axe in a drawer, changed his clothes, and hurried back home to share the good news. Very motivated from the boss's words, Michael tried harder the next day, but he could only bring 15 trees. The third day, he tried even harder. This time he managed to bring only 10 trees. Day after day, he was bringing less and less trees. Michael thought he must be losing his strength. He went to the boss and apologized, saying that he could not understand what was going on. He was scared that if this continues, he might lose his job.
This is also where people become complacent. They become very comfortable in their line of work and the magnitude of their expertise without even realizing that if you want to have better results, you have to take your knowledge base to the next level. Even big YouTubers who have done the same thing over and over year after year, but because they have a constant stream of monetary gain, they don't feel that they have to develop. There's no need for evolution to happen unless they push themselves, which is what notorious Mr. Beast does.
He was trying harder and harder each day, only to bring less and less trees. The boss smiled and asked, "When was the last time you sharpened your axe?" Michael was confused by the question. "Sharpen? I had no time to sharpen my axe. I have been very busy trying to cut trees." Have you noticed that in your life?
Sometimes you have to take the step back, reassess the strategy that you have for the set goal that you are trying to accomplish. In my personal experience, I've been trying to master the art of getting lean as much as possible, which is a very tricky thing because there are no guidelines to how to get to know your body. Everyone is individual and you have to try and fail many times over before you find that exact formula that suits you. And if you know something about getting lean, you know that pushing harder is not the best way to approach that. Your body doesn't care about your fitness goals. Your body needs to survive. And there come days where you have to take a break, take a step back, rethink, and counterintuitively, maybe even start eating more. This is why you always have to apply the mindset of working smart, not working hard. I mean, working hard is kind of given, but you always have to strategize for your next step. And in this case, like Michael, sharpen your axe.
You are Michael. The axe is your ability to accomplish things. The trees are your dreams and goals, and the wife and baby are your happiness and things you care about. You try to accomplish your dreams and goals so that you feel happy and fulfilled. You swing your axe every day trying to achieve something, but with the skills you have so far, you can get the same amount of happiness, satisfaction, and wealth. In other words, your progress stagnates if your skills and abilities remain the same. And sometimes we get so busy that we don't take time to sharpen the axe. In today's world, it seems that everyone is busier than ever, but less happy than ever. And since progress equals happiness, it's hard to be happy when there is no progress.
This is what I was talking about. People are entering adulthood, they start to making money, they get responsibility over other people, they buy houses, they buy cars, and they accumulate a lot of debts to pay off. They become stuck and the rat race begins. In this way, you sacrifice your integrity for security. Every day is a copy of the next one. No new experiences, no new memories to create, no new aha moments when you become excited over something new that you have learned. And because brain is being like a muscle, if you don't feed it dwindles away. And I strongly believe that if you have a mindset of evolving until the day you die, you lower the risk of mental disease. The more brain keeps going, the less it will be susceptible to diseases.
It's hard to be happy when every day you're going to work, doing the same thing over and over again, seeing the same results, or even feel like you're going backwards. It's hard to be happy when every day you cut less and less trees, even though you try as hard as you can. You can be grateful for what you have so far, but you cannot experience true happiness and fulfillment if you don't progress, evolve, and grow. There's nothing wrong with activity and hard work, but we shouldn't get so busy that we neglect the truly important things in life, like taking time to think, to meditate, to learn and grow. If we don't take time to sharpen the axe, we will become dull and lose our effectiveness. So start today. Think about the ways by which you could do your job more effectively. Learn how to better communicate with the people around you. Stop and think for a minute. Is there anything you can do differently to make your life better? Find out what is slowing you down and then work on it. Don't just mindlessly swing your axe.
In that way, you have to be selfish, relentlessly. Taking care of yourself is your number one priority. Health, your number one priority. Physical, mental. Money comes afterwards. I had a friend during university time who I was studying with a lot, and we were into training together. So we would meet up, train, eat some food, and then study hard. We went our separate ways, and 4 years after, he contacted me. We met up, and to my dismay, when I saw him, I was in shock. He gained a lot of weight, like 30 kilograms, which is like 66 pounds or something like that. After university, we ended up in the same company, but I quickly realized that that lifestyle is not for me, and I left. And of course, as you may have guessed it, he is still there, grinding, trying to make something out of himself. Of course, there are some other details, like he became accidentally a father precisely the moment he bought an apartment, so his new girlfriend and his newborn child moved in with him. But nevertheless, the moral of the story, you should not negotiate your own well-being.
Sharpen it so tomorrow one swing can equal 10 of today's. Learn something that will bring you closer to your dreams. Ask yourself, what new skills did you learn today, the past month or the past year? Can you think of any? Have you read any books, and more importantly, have you changed something in your life from those books? Are you seriously expecting something to change in your life if what you're doing is the same over and over again? Are you improving as time passes, or are you becoming dull and inefficient? And if that's the case, well, do something about it.
That's the thing. If I'm being honest, doing something about it is the hardest part. It demands a lot of courage, leadership, wanting to take control over your own life. But it's very easy to have somebody to tell you what to do. You have to foster your own mind into taking charge over the direction that you are headed. And developing an immense amount of discipline demands time and dedication. But that discipline can be developed in every area of your life. Like getting your ass into the gym and creating the body that you've always wanted. It won't happen happen overnight, but the success will be thrilling. You do something that you're passionate for and do not get paid a nickel for. So what will you do now? You will sharpen your axe. And axe in this case is your mind. Doing what you love for living demands a lot of sacrifice. What is sacrifice, you say? Watch this video to get a deeper perspective. But for now, Hossein, out.